Jonathan Gavoni of DraftExpress.com. We're here in New York at the Under Armour Elite 24 with Donovan Mitchell going to Brewster Academy. Donovan, how's your summer treating you so far?
It's been very, very good as far as basketball-wise, just in general, just having the time of my life, playing with a bunch of great guys. I love it.
Someone that follows the high school scene kind of from afar, I hadn't really heard your name up until this summer, and it just seems there's been a lot of buzz about you. Why do you think that's the case?
I think it's because of my play. I feel like I've gone out every game, played to win, played hard every possession, never gave up, and I feel like everything is just coming my way, and that's a good thing, I think.
What did you change to was it more exposure, or did you get better?
I think personally it was my mentality. I broke my wrist last year, so I wasn't playing AAU. I just feel like I was playing with more hunger, more aggression, just trying to kill every play, and just contribute to the game in every way possible.
What were you able to do basketball-wise when you had your broken wrist and you were recovering from that?
Not much. I usually ran just get conditioning, and I was doing a lot of stuff with my right hand, but my left hand is still improving, but I was just able to condition my body. I feel like it gave me an extra break that some of these guys don't have, which is also a plus going into the summer.
For people that are watching this video that might not be familiar with you, what can you tell us about yourself as a player?
I kind of see myself as an explosive guard who can play the 1 and the 2, can get to the lane, dish the ball to a wide open person, or just finish at the rim. And I feel like I'm an athletic guard as well, and I feel like I can contribute in many ways to a team.
What are you still trying to work on?
My jump shot. My jump shot has improved a lot this summer, but I feel like there's no such thing as too good of a jump shot. So just improving that, and definitely my left hand as well. But just improving that, and I feel like my defense has picked up a bunch this summer as well.
I was reading, there was an article that was not exactly critical, but saying that, there were schools that were recruiting you for a long time, and, that Louisville kind of came out of nowhere, and that's like, it just shows like the big business of college basketball, how unfair the recruiting scene can be. What were your thoughts about that?
I've been saying this before, it's not a matter of, it's not first come, first serve. It's whoever's the best fit for me. There's some schools that aren't happy with that, and I can totally understand that, but I feel like if it was the best move for me, and I feel like in the end, that's all that matters, really. It's the best decision for me.
How did they take that when you told them that you're going with someone that wasn't recruiting you for that long?
Most schools understood, and some of the schools that have been recruiting me the longest, they weren't too happy with it. But in the end, I feel like they were happy for me doing the best decision, making the decision for myself. And I think it'll pay off in the long run.
What was it about Rick Pitino in Louisville that stood out for you?
To be honest, he was all over me from day one, from the beginning when they started recruiting me. And that kind of showed, to be honest, I didn't believe it half the time. People were saying, oh, he really wants you. I thought it was just him doing that to every recruit. And I got my visit, and it was just totally different. And that's what I love about him and the school and the campus atmosphere. It's amazing. I love it.
Now that you've really elevated your status into, a McDonald's All-American caliber guy, what's the next step for you? How do you, are you happy with where you're at?
You can never be happy. You can be happy where you're at, but you'll never be satisfied. So I feel like just being able to improve, because in the end, all of this stuff that happens, this Elite 24, in the end, it's great now, but when you get into college, that doesn't mean anything. You're starting over again. So that's mainly what I'm thinking about, just being able to go out there and just improve for next year. And then after that, the year after that, just keep looking in the future.
What are your plans for college? How long do you plan on sticking around the college game?
As long, it depends on the situation, to be honest. I couldn't really tell you right now. Maybe next year I'll be able to let you know, but right now I've just been looking forward to just being my freshman year in college, just being able to succeed there, lead my team to a championship, and then we'll assess after that.
How much of a goal is it for you to play in the NBA?
That's been my goal since I was a kid. That would make my life if I made it to the NBA.
And how much of a factor is that in your decision to go to Louisville? That
was a big factor in my decision. And obviously they had one of the better opportunities out of the schools that have been recruiting me to get me to the NBA. And that was kind of a big part. But also just the atmosphere of the school was as well.